Hey friends, Sammy and Rick
Hi
back on
guys.
the Love Like You Mean It Cruise 10th anniversary edition.
Right, right.
10th
10 years.
anniversary of Love Like You Mean It Family Life Cruising. We're back. We wouldn't miss it, but there is a lot we want to tell you about. It is day one of a 7-night cruise on Royal Caribbean's Allure of the Seas.
We got
Da
our
da
little.
da. Got our cruise compass. As you know, we've been on Carnival the past few years, so this is our first year on Royal Caribbean. I heard 5,500
The
people.
ship's amazing.
It's huge. So we want
Literally
to
a walking
take you
city.
through Central Park, the boardwalk, all of it. So we want to give you a little bit of a glimpse of what it takes to get on the boat as well as what day one looks like. So let's just get into it. First of all, with arriving, we typically fly in the night before, get a hotel close to port. It just takes away any of that anxiety about a flight delay, bad weather. We were not able to do that this year because of other circumstances. So we booked a nonstop flight early morning.
Right.
Luckily, we were fine.
Luckily, bags got there, so we're good
Everything
about
was
that.
good. The airport is not far from the port, so we shuttled over. And I would just say, as much as you can do before the trip, the better. So what do I mean by that? I mean
Well,
emails.
e- read all of the emails that the ship sends you. The ship's going to send you a lot of information. The Love Like You Mean It cruise staff team will also send you a lot of information. Your travel documents, your passport, your driver's license. Make sure they're up to date. If for some reason you forget to renew your passport, bring the old one. Don't leave them at home. We had an issue this trip where someone brought their birth certificate, and although it was a real birth certificate, the
It wasn't
it
recognized.
it wasn't recognized. It was an older document, and
So
it took them quite a while
hours.
to get them to get on the boat. So they almost didn't make it.
And we saw people that didn't make it on the ship. So you don't want that to happen. Download everything before you get on the ship. The Royal Caribbean app, Family Life has an app that you can download. Do all that, pre-register, put in your credit card. All of that helps you to get on the ship faster. Plus, once you're on the ship, even though you're in port, it's harder to make calls, text, that sort of thing. Make sure you put travel notifications on your bank, your credit card, your cell phone. See what your plan allows for international calling, roaming. Do all of that before you get here. That's not something you want to do last minute as we're waving and saying goodbye. So that's our first tip. Family Life and Royal Caribbean did a great job of getting us on here as quickly as possible. We actually carried our bags on, again, just for different reasons this trip. But if you check them, sometimes you don't get your bag for a few hours. So if you are going to just check your bags and make sure you have a carry-on bag with you that has medications,
Your swimsuit,
documents,
like
swimsuit.
yeah, put your swimsuit because once you
Yeah,
get on the boat, you can go and have lunch
yeah,
or get in the pools. All
yeah,
of those things on the deck are open.
yeah.
Your room most likely will not be ready because it's the turnaround time. They have to clean the whole ship
Right,
and disinfect and
right.
change the sheets and all those things.
And so we got on, I want to say around 1. I can't even remember what time we got
It was
on.
around one.
1, and our room was ready. And like I said, we had our bags with us. So it is hard to cart them all around, but at least we
Yeah,
had
don't
everything ready to go.
don't try to bring your bags with you. This trip, I actually have to work. This trip, so that was the reason we had to bring our bags on. Um,
It's easier if you can just walk on with your carry-on and get on.
Yeah, much easier.
Yeah.
And then the porters, they deliver your bags directly to your room, and it could be any time from 6 to 8 o'clock, maybe 9 o'clock.
Earlier.
Um,
There were some that were out here when we
yeah,
got here. It was so just you just can't guarantee. So they do have the cruise compass like we showed you. So not only with the Family Life Love Like You Mean It are there activities through Family Life, but then the cruise has a lot of activities ranging from bingo to dance lessons to karaoke. So we didn't get to do, we haven't done as much on day one as we normally would, like I said, because he's doing some work, but we popped into karaoke. We got some free pizza. The food, as always, is bountiful and delicious. There's a Starbucks on board.
it's not included,
It's not included.
but it's worth it.
So I will say, and they're very good at letting you know. I mean, there is so much. We haven't even started to tap into everything this ship has to offer. But there are a lot of add-ons. Now, you know me, I'm a frugal girl. I'm just happy to be here. And so what I love about cruising is that you essentially pay one price and everything's included. Now, excursions, spa treatments, certain restaurants, those are all extra. So if you are planning for that, that's fantastic. But just know if you're trying to budget for this trip, those are things you need to start looking at ahead of time. For example, I know Coco Cay, the private island of Royal Caribbean, and we haven't been there yet, but to do the perfect day at Coco Cay experience with all the water parks and everything is $99 at the time of this filming per adult. So that would have been an extra $200 for us just to do that. Now, we've got a great water attraction at home. Our kids aren't with us, so we're not going to do that. I would rather just enjoy the beach and that.
Yeah,
so
beach is free.
Right. So just think of those types of things because that can add up as well. So,
and another wonderful thing to find out about all of those is explore the ship online. Whether it's Royal Caribbean or whatever ship you are going on, they have so much information about your itinerary. And once you create a account with your cruise, you can set up your own itinerary, and you can see all of those restaurants that they offer. You can see all the add-ons that are available so that you can plan your itinerary, your tailor yourself.
And this year is the first year with the Love Like You Mean It cruise where you actually have to reserve your experiences in terms of concerts, because it's if you've been on past cruises, it's you eat at this time and then you see a show at this time, or vice versa. You see the show and eat. There's so many options, so many people, so many different theaters. It's not that cookie cutter. So you really do need to do. I was just talking to someone up on deck, and they were saying it was a little overwhelming coming into it because it's like a puzzle. It's like Disney and Fast Pass. You've got to kind of know where you want to go. But once you get on board, you can relax because you know what's happening. And of course you can make changes, but it's nice to know that in advance. So we won't go too much longer. That's day one. I'm going to do a separate video showing you a little bit of our room. Like I said, we're overlooking the boardwalk. We've got a balcony that the zip line is going right over us. We can see the back of the sea, the aqua right now.
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Come with us. Okay. So this is our. Here we go. We're going rogue all of a sudden. So should we show the room real quick? Let's just do it quick this way while we're here.
Hold on. Here we go.
Okay, so this is our room. So you see most cruise ship rooms, if you don't know, it's basically we have a king bed, but it's two twin beds that are put together. Closet, bathroom. So ample, not huge, but again, you're not spending a lot of time in the room. And then as you swing around, there's the desk, there's a flat screen TV. So again, plenty of room. But this is what's great. So normally if you have a balcony, I always do this. If you have a balcony, you're overlooking the ocean. Here, there's actually two different overlooks that you can have. We are overlooking the boardwalk. So if you look up, there's actually a zip line that goes, woo, yep, that's where they land over there. Yep, isn't that crazy? So it's really cool. It's amazing, isn't it? So we've got the boardwalk down here. There's a carousel. There's the Aqua Theater over there where they do shows. So there's so much to do. There's also balcony rooms that overlook Central Park, which is as you would think, a garden area. There's a lot of different options. And if you look down even further below, you'll see there's a Johnny Rockets. There's a soda parlor. There's a lot of different restaurants that are an extra fee. So there's so much to do. We're going to try to cover as much of it as we can for you. Of course, if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and we'll do our best to answer those. But we're just excited to explore all this ship has to offer. Day one, Family Life, Love Like You Mean It Marriage Cruise. Oh, are they getting ready to zip line? Someone's getting ready. Oh, there they go. You know I'm going to be doing that. Okay, friends, Sammy and Rick, day one, out.